get used to. Gangstar found.
It's the 2K Sports Show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they're excited to be back out on the floor for game number 1 of the season, and I don't think anyone has doubts that they want to send a strong message tonight and tip off the new season with a win. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see you there, big fella, too.
I was
not
memorable. Invited.
How'd you like my bathing suit, Ernie?
Well, let's get it to Kevin Harlan.
And just before the game, the championship is distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans.
Harrison Barnes. Andrew Bogut. Draymond Green. Klay Thompson. Stephen Curry. Turn it up for the NBA champion.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season. A season ago, they matched up with this team in the first round, but lost a tough 6-game series.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Pelican 5 right now. Pondexter and Davis fill up the forward slots. Evans and Gordon are the guard set, and it's Ashik in at the center, locking down the middle.
You know, guys, it's really amazing just how quickly Anthony Davis has blossomed into stardom. You know, by age 21, he was arguably the best player in the game. At age 17, he only had one scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard.
First free throw is good. And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Screen by Asik. Evans kicks to Davis. Great D that time from Green.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
Now Asik after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Evans with it, picked up by Thompson. Curry with the steal. Evans against Thompson. Bogut. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And you know, guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the fourth quarter. They won 38 when entering the fourth quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
Here's Asik. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. Dishes to Pondexter. He feeds it to Gordon. The second chance effort. That is good.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. The tray. Another miss by Curry.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Barnes, and Davis sends it back. They recover it. Thompson with the bucket. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Passes it to Pondexter. Kicks it to Asik. Evans outside. On the wing, Gordon. And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Five to shoot. Shoots from the baseline.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Curry with another miss.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Evans. Gordon's got 5 now.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Curry against Evans. Curry passes to Bogut. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Bogut's got his second bucket tonight. Pelicans trail by 4. And that's Evans penetrating. The feed to Asik. Pondexter dishes to Evans. Here's Asik. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Warriors have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. On its way from Curry for 2, and that one's good. Green's got his first basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here is Davis. Great D that time from Green.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Curry with it. Picked up by Davis. Curry kicks to Green. Over in the corner, Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. A second chance effort, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal foul.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low. And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
And the second free throw, good. Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Great, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
Here's Curry after Tyreek Evans has scored, and Green gets it to go.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Evans passes to Ashe. Here's Davis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
Spates checked in for the Warriors.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Now, here's Spates to the left wing. Here's Barnes. Ashe comes up with the rebound.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And the basket by Gordon.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Cole's checked in. Outside Curry. And Davis pulls it down.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Evans kicks to Ashe. Davis in the corner. New Orleans moving the ball around. And it's sent back by Bogut. Curry with it. Thompson dishes to Curry. From the wing, and he gets the jumper to drop. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Evans kicks to Davis. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just the take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, a moment ago, Steve Kerr and I were able to chat. One player who's really on his mind in this matchup is Eric Gordon. He said of Gordon, he can shoot with deep range and has the strength and explosiveness to go by you if you overcommit and finish or get himself to the line. So he's just an underrated scorer in this league, and it's going to take a total team effort to slow him down. Kevin, we'll see how they do.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now, here's Thompson. And stolen by Gordon. Evans outside. Over in the corner, Cole. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Curry passes to Thompson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Thompson's got his second bucket.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. He has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Now Evans, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Knocks it loose. Davis kicks to Cole. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Cole's got 5 points so far.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Timeout called the Warriors. And for Norris Cole, such an important role player, Greg, for Miami for a number of seasons. Last year, shooting percentages dipped, and that is one of the reasons why he was probably traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I think, had to do with somebody dipping out of town.
Yeah,
LeBron James,
yeah,
that would probably
6,
change
right.
the quality of your shots. But both figures did go up dramatically once he got to New Orleans. And remember, now he's playing with another great player in Anthony Davis.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's Cole. 5 points in the game. Ajinça dishes to Anderson. Feeds it to Cole. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
You know, going back to Norris Cole last year, after the trade to the Pelicans, he shot better than he had in his entire career. That and the 2 championship rings he brought with him really helped the Pelicans take the next step in the team's development.
Now here is Holiday after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Ajinça kicks to Holiday. From outside, off the mark. Warriors trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And, you know, talking about Norris Cole, this is a young man who still has plenty of upside. His assist-to-turnover ratio is solid. He's a competitive defender. I like where his game is going right now.
And that one's good.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here is Livingston. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The dish to Ezeli. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Barbosa. Tries again. .106 left in the first quarter of the game. And the jam by Ajinça.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Pass to Barbosa. Shot from 12. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Goes up. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Cunningham kicks to Cole. Holiday left side. 5 on the clock. Baseline J on the way. The shot is off. And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans ahead, up by 6. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus. Well, I'll tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Spates in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. The Pelicans last season, a very solid team, rebounding too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, that they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with. And winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting any old miss.
Here's Gordon. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. Hits the three-point bomb. Evans has got 5 now.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Eric Gordon.
Assisted.
And it's an 11-point New Orleans lead. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Now here's Evans. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game, and he gets the bucket.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And here's Barnes for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's now 8 points for Barnes. Pelicans leading by 10. And Holiday kicks to Babbitt. Davis, the pass to Evans. And stolen by Spates. Outside Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. And New Orleans also making a change. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Abbott. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor. Clark, he cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
That's good from Babbitt. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Green. He's off on the second. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Now here's Gordon. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Gordon dishes to Davis. Gordon trying to break loose, and Davis can't get it to go.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence. And tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Azili.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors. And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Thompson against Evans, and Tyreke Evans is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Luke Babbitt.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever. But also of note, it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
And that one falls for Azili. Well, last year the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs, a solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming team, one of the things that you can really value is your ability to go into hostile environments and have success. They're going to be building on that confidence.
Here's Pondexter. New Orleans moving the ball around. Ashe, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Curry kicks to Barnes, looking to end his cold spell, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Evans outside. Down low. Stolen. Now here's Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. Bogut the pass to Curry. Here's Azili. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 8th assist in the game.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Now here's Evans. He's got 5. Pass to Ashe. Back to Evans. Nice D from Bogut. Here's Golden State. They're on an 11-3 run. And Thompson kicks to Azili. Inside. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Stephen Curry.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Davis, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And for Festus Azili, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down, actually, last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
And, you know, going back to Azili, impressive physically, 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out, watch out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 4 to shoot. Iguodala, no good.
And a footnote to Ezeli, one of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization, and I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
Davis dishes to Pondexter, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Now, taking a look at some stats for Livingston, how he performed last season. He put up about 6 points per game last season, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team. The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Ashik, the pass to Cole. Sinks the triple. Cole's got 13.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Here's Ezeli. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Livingston. And too long on the shot. New Orleans leading by 7. And here is Pondexter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Cole. Ashik dishes to Davis. It's stolen by Bogut. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. And that one's good.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Out to the wing. Cunningham passes to Davis. And the pass to Cunningham. He kicks to Pondexter. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Cunningham's shot is off. Warriors trail by 5. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here is Livingston. Over to the left wing. From deep, Iguodala. Good. Iguodala's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a low down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
That free throw, no good.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for Festus Ezeli, and it's Barbosa in for Barnes. Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Spates.
And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play. And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And it's blocked. Holiday against Barbosa. There's 1:47 left here in the second. Cunningham. The kick out to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Anderson in the post, guarded by Green. Anderson's shot is off.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Cunningham. And Barbosa pulls it down. Iguodala's drive. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. 59 seconds left now here in the second. And Cole kicks to Davis. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now here's Green. He's got 7. Now Barbosa. Back to Green. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Holiday kicks to Cole. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's Spates. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Spates has got 4 this quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Pelicans lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, you've had to deal with a lot of defensive pressure. What do you need to do to counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to track the ball screens and take them out the 3-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and they'll turn around.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, it's not easy in the NBA.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was outstanding. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
One advantage has been their stellar rebounding. I mean, they're putting bodies on people, competing for the ball. It's simple, really. The team with more possessions has more opportunities to score. Wow.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They haven't gotten to the line enough, and I think that's an area they can improve. They need to be more aggressive. Right now they're hanging there, but this could change in the second half. They need to challenge defenders and try to control the momentum and get to the foul line a little bit more.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
He has impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. Really going to be hard to slow him down now. I tell you what, this has been fun to watch.
New Orleans in the lead.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Davis and Ashik in the middle. Gordon and Pondexter are the wingmen. And it's Evans in at the 1. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who were the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Second, Eric Gordon. Third is Stephen Curry.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
And Thompson kicks to Bogut, and they take the lead. Bogut's got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 9 assists now tonight. The Pelicans trail. Evans outside. Three-pointer, Pondexter. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his third rebound tonight. Tries yet again. And there's the nice layup by Barnes. Barnes has got 10 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Davis down low. Working on Green. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Anthony Davis.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
From deep, Green. Good. He's got 10.
Nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Evans kicks to Davis. Plays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pondexter from outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry dishes to Thompson. And Curry, here we go. Misses from close range. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Gordon with it. Picked up by Thompson. It's stolen by Green. Gordon against Curry. High arcing shot, and that one's good. Curry's got 8 points. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Evans against Thompson. Evans kicks to Ashik. Can't hit. Great D that time from Green. The 3. No luck. And New Orleans will come the other way.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. To the middle, here's Bogut. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Bogut's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. Pelicans shooting the ball at 42%. Evans against Thompson. To the paint. Here's Pondexter. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Pondexter's got his first points in this one. Warriors leading by 4. Timeout called the Warriors.
And guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ash. And it's Luke Babbitt in for Anthony Davis. Now here's Barnes. Tight defense on him. Curry kicks to Ezeli. Dishes it to Curry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter. And back to Tyreke Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards, too quick for small forwards. He's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to place him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong, he's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort to the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Curry passes to Barnes. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pondexter kicks to Gordon. It's stolen by Curry, and it's the Warriors on the break. Barnes can't get it to go.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard said.
Yeah, not typical. They've been dominant on the board, but they are still falling short on the scoreboard.
Good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Pelicans trail by 11. Evans outside. He feeds it to Ajinça. Pass to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. And again, no good by New Orleans.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Curry. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. Green left side. And that's a foul called an Alexis Ajinça. That's his first foul. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Cunningham's checked in.
First personal foul, team second. Substitution on the court.
Kicks to Iguodala. Barbosa against Holiday. The feed to Anderson. Iguodala with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Barbosa with the ball. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And he gets it to go.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Anderson, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Cole missing. Warriors leading by 11. Iguodala kicks to Spates. Green, the screen. On the wing, Green. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. 14 points for Draymond Green. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Anderson inside, guarded by Green. Anderson inside, working on Green. Anderson can't get it to go. Iguodala dishes to Livingston. From deep, Green. That doesn't go either for Green. Pelicans trail by 13. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
That's good.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Barbosa. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Holiday.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Here's Cole. 13 points in the game. Feeds it to Ajinça. The 10-footer. And it's in off the backboard. Ajinça's got his second basket.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And that one's good. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Asik's checked in. Pelicans trail by 13.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Here is Livingston. Pass to Barbosa. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 5 assists in the game. New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Asik.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Here is Livingston, the 17-footer. No good from Spates. 46 seconds left to play in the third. The dish to Asik. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Barbosa. Trains it from 9 feet away. Barbosa's got 6 points. 26 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Cole. He's got 13. And Holiday kicks to Cole. knocked away. And a wide open look for Iguodala. And that's not going to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors ahead. They lead by 13. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
I realized this.
We welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Warriors leading by 13. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's Omer Ashik with the foul. That's his first foul.
Omer Ashik. First person.
Full 24-second shot clock. Here's Curry. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Davis, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong. Good game for Davis. He's got 12 rebounds, and he hasn't wasted his chances from the charity stripe. A lot of points there.
Yeah, more than you'd expect from any other player. It's amazing how much time he spent there today.
Here's Evans. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. Ashik, the pass to Davis. Deep 2 from Pondexter, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Green. Green, the screen. Here's Thompson. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
Pelicans foul.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well, and what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Barnes against Davis. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Barnes can't get it to go.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Gordon, with no one around, connects from 3-point range.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
And Curry, here we go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Pelicans trail by 13. To the middle. And it's sent back by Bogut. Evans against Curry. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Again, Curry missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's Evans missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Bogut kicks to Curry. Curry with another miss.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Now, here's Thompson. Bogut gets the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry had to say to the team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Pelicans trail by 17. Gordon with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Davis with the bucket.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 18 points for Draymond Green. Evans dishes to Davis. Kicks it out to Evans. Three-pointer, and he gets the bucket.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Warriors leading by 14. Outside Curry. Green against Davis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Green. He's got 10 rebounds, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
That's good from Green.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And both free throws good for Green.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Davis kicks to Ashik. New Orleans moving the ball around, and that is good. Pondexter's got 4 points this quarter. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Thompson misses. Pelicans trail by 16. Ball's knocked loose. Davis, the pass to Gordon. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I. You look at what Barnes has done so far. He's got 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Curry dishes to Green. Pass to Barnes. Bangs home the trifecta. Barnes has got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Evans kicks to Ashik.
Yeah, the NBA Development League now celebrating its 15th anniversary and a lot of change over that time. None of the original 8 teams still playing in their original locations. Still, it's only growing. I think we'll see it grow to 30 teams before long. And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Barnes. Inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Some changes for New Orleans. Greg, you're talking about the D-League. Not really a moneymaker yet, but it's really benefited, Clark, the NBA in so many ways.
Clearly has, Kevin, a place to train new players, officials, and executives or management. A way to test out possible rule changes. I think building revenue is the focus, though, and the players make a small salary, but the NBA Developmental League is helping the NBA be better. You know, he doesn't have much quickness, but he'll still attack the rim when given the chance.
Here is Livingston. Iguodala outside. Livingston passes to Ezeli. And that's a foul called an Alexis Aginson.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about it is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in-depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
At the line for 2. All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ezeli. And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Spates. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah, okay.
And so here is Golden State following the score by New Orleans. From deep, Iguodala. Cole with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Ajinça kicks to Anderson, and stolen by Spates. Here's Iguodala. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Holiday dishes to Anderson. Got a piece of it. Barbosa with the steal. A solo fast break. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are. Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their teams. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
He hits the second from the line. To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
And Spates gets it to go. Holiday with it. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ajinça. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Alexis Ajinça. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Ante Cunningham's checked in for the Pelicans. And Ajinça drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Now here's Iguodala. Here's Barbosa. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for Stephen Curry. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Now here's Iguodala. He dishes it to Spates. Golden State moving the ball around. Now here is Barbosa. 2 seconds left, and it's Barbosa again missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Ajinça kicks to Cole. Launches a 3, and it's good.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
24 seconds left in the game. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Andre, a good game for you and the team tonight. Does a game like this carry more weight considering you beat a high-caliber opponent?
I think it's just a good win, period. You know, we can't really think about who our opponent is. So it was a good matchup, good way for us to measure ourselves, and we got another big one Friday.
Andre, thank you. One game at a time, Kevin. That's the motto.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. Double figures in both points and assists for the double-double that led the way tonight. He was their motor offensively and really got the team fired up.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.